Niners want to be a balanced offense, but the numbers indicate that they're anything but that, Ryan.
Well, what they need to do, if they're going to be imbalanced, if a team is going to be unbalanced in any direction in the modern NFL, that needs to be towards the passing game. The last, here's some examples. The last, what is this, 5 NFL winning, Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. 2019, Brady was 9th in passing attempts. 2019, Mahomes missed some games, but so he's 18th. But that was the error right there.
Yeah, but pass attempts per game, I bet he was pretty high.
Yes, he was. Brady was 2nd in 2020. Stafford was 2nd in 2021. Mahomes was 3rd in 2022. Brock Purdy right now is 27th.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so if we're going to be imbalanced in passing attempt or have an unbalanced offense, it needs to be in the direction of passing attempts. This is a passing league. Kyle's doing everything.
And it's so funny when you say it like that. It's like, yeah, duh, it's 2023. That's like saying on a basketball podcast, man, I really think this team should start shooting 3-point shots. The rest of the league is doing it. It seems like something the rest of the league wants to do. We should start maybe incorporating the 3-point shot into our offense. That's sort of what the Niners are doing. They're a mid-range shooting, get to the hole, draw fouls team, which is cool. A lot of championships have been won that way, but it's not exactly where the league is right now.
And it really doesn't make sense, honestly. So Brock Purdy right now, he's averaging 1st in yards per completion. He's 8th in completion percentage. His interception right now is tied for 10th with 5, right? He does have a high turnover where he throws, but let the guy play, man. Let the guy play. Look, he's trending 4,320 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. And he's 27th in passing attempts. I understand like that the turnovers are a concern. But this is a passing league, man. If you believe in Brock Purdy and you believe he's the real deal, let him do his thing. See what happens. He might surprise some people. If he's trending 4,320 yards with being 27th in passing attempts, what happens if you're 15th? What happens if you're 15th in passing attempts? Now you're talking about a quarterback that's throwing for 5,000 yards and 30-something touchdowns. 49ers got to be more aggressive. They got to believe. If you have a quarterback on your roster, believe in him. Otherwise, find a new quarterback. If you don't believe in Brock Purdy enough to let him throw the ball, then get rid of him. I think they need to trust in him.
But this is Kyle. Like, this is who the Niners have. This is who he's always been. It's who his dad was. And it's interesting because a lot of his proteges, people he's, produced, passed the ball a lot. Not him, though. Like in 2016 in Atlanta, when he had that team that was so good, 26th in passing attempts. Like, this is just who they are, who Kyle is. He's so faithful to the run game. It's what he's all about. And that, to me, is another reason why he hasn't won a Super Bowl. Because it's not 1998 anymore. You win with prolific passing a lot. As you just pointed out, look at all the winning Super Bowl quarterbacks from the last 5-6 years. It's like, it's not even a tough trend to point out. It's so obvious. And Kyle's like, no. We're going to win my way. In a way that hasn't won since 1998 for a reason.
Right. Yeah. He's trying to, what is it? He's trying to, what is it? Weave when everybody else is, what's
zig when people
zig and zag, right? And just do what makes sense. Like, do what's working for people. Invest in your offensive line. Develop a passing game. That's what it wins in the NFL.
Right.
The rules are catered to win like that, right? They favor passing. The NFL wants passing.
But think about it. Shanahan's our brand. Okay, that's like telling McDonald's to get rid of the Big Mac and the special sauce. Like, they can't. Their brand is outside zone running. Straight up. That's their brand. And if you say you're not going to be a run first team anymore, we're gonna prioritize pass protection over run blockers who can do the outside zone, then all of a sudden, who are they? They have then they just capitulated to the trends of the league. They have to be faithful and staunch on their own brand of football above all else in ways that Mike McDaniel doesn't have to be. His last name isn't Shanahan. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do, if that makes sense.
Well, Kyle, if you want to come out of the shadows of your father, if you want to put all that noise to rest that you're nothing but a product of your father, show everybody that you can do that by converting into your own version, your new Shanahan offense with the passing game. and
Mhm.
stop doing this 1990s offense. It's
Yeah.
not. You can win a lot of games like this. It's very unlikely you're going to win the big one.
Don't tell us your quarterback's the real deal and be afraid to throw the ball when you have an all-pro
Yeah.
tight end, two excellent wide receivers, and a running back who's the best receiver out of the backfield in the league, plus a fullback who can catch passes. Don't tell us you believe in your quarterback and you won't call passes.
Let him
Straight
rip.
up.
Let
Let
him
him
rip.
rip. But we
Yes.
know why you won't let him rip, right? One, it's your scheme, but two, it's those turnover-worthy throws, those turnover-worthy plays. You know it is. Sorry.
You gotta let it rip, man. You gotta let it rip, man. If you believe in your quarterback, let it rip. Like that's how I feel, man. Let Brock do his thing. Brock has shown that he's a good quarterback, man. He would have 5,000 passing yards if he was Brock Purdy. The way he's trending right now, he would have 5,000 passing yards if they were the 15th most. If they were ranked
Yeah,
15th in passing attempts.
but let's look at it this way though. Prolific passers, guys who are, top 10 in passing attempts. They're
Mhm.
guys who can drop back and throw. Down 10, down 20, drop back straight up and throw. Purdy's more of a play action passer. He gets a lead, he hands off, he fakes the handoff, he rolls right, he rolls left. When he's in positions where he just has to straight up drop back and throw, maybe down a little bit, doesn't go so well.
Then
That's
don't
when the
tell us he's
turnovers
the
go.
real deal. Don't tell us
He's
the
not.
real deal, Kyle,
I didn't
because
say
that's
it. I didn't say
no,
that.
you did not
I
say
didn't
that.
say that.
You didn't say that.
I didn't
Kyle
say
did though. If he's the real deal, then that shouldn't be the case. Like
no.
that's not the real deal. If he can't do
No.
that, and I want to see,
Mhm.
like, let him show us, man. Like, show us
Mhm.
and let him. And here's the other thing that's really important too: is you can't ask him to do this in those big moments if you're not asking him to do that the rest of the time. You can't ask him to do this in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl like you did with Jimmy if you're not asking him to do it all the time
Right.
throughout the
It's true.
season.
And to your point, this is how you win in 2023. I know Mike Shanahan Jr. and John Lynch are a little stuck in 1998 to 2002. It was a great era. You know what I mean? A lot of good things happened that, G Unit came in at the right on the end. There was Cash Money. There
Yeah,
was Dipset. There was a lot of fun things back in that time.
yeah,
But the world has changed a lot. And I don't think you're going to win with a really good run game and a really good defense anymore. I think it's pretty clear. You need to be able to pass the hell out of the ball.
yeah,
And there are a lot of teams that can. Cincinnati.
yeah.
I mean, Jacksonville this week, they're going to have a serious quarterback. So we'll see if the Niners can keep pace.
It's the philosophy is just it's the unwillingness to pass and it's the unwillingness to get protection for your quarterback. What's the last big investment the 49ers made in an offensive lineman? It was Mike McGlinchey, first round pick in
Well, Trent Williams, but yeah.
twenty
Yeah.
seventeen. Trent
In the
Williams.
draft.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the draft, it was Mike McGlinchey. We had Aaron Banks, second rounder. Outside of that, that's been the only investment in the offensive line. They just continue to just put it aside like it's not important. It's the most frustrating thing for me as a fan.